Not flee! Hoo-ha! Ferocious, aren't I? Saf is here, and this is Saf Buxy, and welcome to another episode of Spirituality Gone Wild, Saf Surgery, and inspirational people, inspirational stories. And today we have a lady full of inspiration, and her name is Zai Mystique. Oh, that sounds so mystical. She's a celebrity author, 2 times Amazon best-selling author, international speaker. She's the host of ZMTV and founder of the Sisterhood Mentorship Program and Step Up Movement. And it took her almost 15 years of travel and entrepreneurial journey to discover herself. She is an incredible young lady. In 2005, she met with a tragic accident that almost left her paralyzed. What a soldier. For the whole year, she dreaded life, and on many accounts, she felt like ending it. And it took her almost a year to pick herself up, literally. And then Zai, God bless her, she refound life. And she wrote a mission statement, and it goes something like this. Check this out, guys. She said, "It's up to you to be a victim or victorious. You may have a physical disability, but you are still gifted with a sound mind and a strong, loving heart to take action. Give thanks for life, help yourself, and move on to help others." That's touched me right there. I could say so much about her, but if I say too much about her, then you won't want to hear her story, because her story is absolutely wonderful. She's a soldier, she's a fighter, and she is one humble, a human being who has faith and who fears God, and she's the one and only Zai. Where are you, my lovely? Where are you, Zai?
Hi.
Back from the UAE. She's from the UAE.
I'm from Singapore.
Well, she's not from the UAE, but she's in the UAE now, live.
Yes. Hi, guys.
So we might, man, we might have some technical problems because you're on the other side, but that's one of those things. The most important thing is that we get to hear you, Zai. We get to hear you.
Thank you.
Firstly, I'd like to, Firstly, I'd like to thank Bex, Rebecca, Bex Lily in the house for introducing us. I feel blessed that I know Bex, and I feel blessed that I know you through Bex. So thank you very much, Bex, for introducing me to this wonderful human being, Zai Mystique. Zai, today is about honoring you, and I want to honor you, and I want to hear a bit about your life, where you came from, what you did, and where you are today. So over to you.
Where do I start? Okay, to begin with, today, Alhamdulillah, I am a 2 times Amazon best-selling author. I've written 2 books, Turn Your Passion into Profits, 5 Things I Love About Being a Woman. Through the books, I've been given opportunities to speak, and then from speaking, training, coaching, mentoring, and all this after almost 40 years of life, experience, traveling, almost died, picked myself again. You know, some people, they keep dying and keep coming up back alive. We have like 9 lives. Some cats have 9 lives. We have, I think, more than 9 lives. Alhamdulillah. And like what you mentioned earlier, I know that you know what I mean. You know what I mean. So basically, it didn't all begin this way. Like, we came from a very average family. Alhamdulillah. My mom had 6 of us. I'm number 6. Dad left when I was 1. I always blame myself, thinking that because of me he left. Ouch, that hurt. Because of me, he left. So I've always felt as a young child. I think a lot of people struggle with this. That's why I want to share that a lot of times the things that our elders do, we take it upon ourselves, and we feel like we have to be that big kid to take charge and be responsible, take on that pain, take on that blame, take on that shame, take on that guilt, and those stuffs reduce you to who you are not. But I want to say that those are the gifts, those are the process, those are the journey that make you who you are today. And you have a choice to hang on to that and believe that, like for me, I used to believe I don't deserve the love of men because my father left me. I have two brothers who are not supportive. I mean, they are supportive, but I didn't have like that role model man, right? So I, for the longest time, I always believed that I don't deserve to be loved. I cannot trust men. I hate men, blah, blah, blah. And then when I choose to heal and release and forgive myself and release and forgive others, I start meeting quality people, not for just romantic reason, but can be for spiritual reason, can be friendship, can be connection, can be just something so pure and beautiful that no agenda, no hate, just pure peace and love. And I think I really wish and pray for everyone to experience that in their life. Right? So, you there?
Zai, thank you for that. Zai, I've got a lot of listeners, watchers, and you're cutting out quite a bit, which
Okay.
I don't want our viewers to miss what you're saying. Is there anywhere else you could go? I know we tried it before going on air, but you are cutting out quite a bit and freezing.
Really? Why did you
And I
just
don't
stop
want
me
our
when I'm
viewers to miss
speaking?
you saying, yeah.
Right. You should stop me when I was speaking because I don't know when I get cut out. Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
Let's try.
I mean, what you're saying is so valuable, but unfortunately, I don't think they can hear it.
Oh, shame on the technical glitch. What do I do? Do you want me to move? Shall I try to move?
Do you want to try something else? Or
I can.
yeah, maybe.
And yeah, sure.
Sorry.
I can do that. No, no worries. I want you guys to
Oh, here we go.
listen, right?
That's it. Perfect. Perfect. Perfect.
Are you
Or maybe
kidding?
not. You know when you were going back,
I go with the reverse
you've
stuff.
frozen. Here we go. No,
Are you kidding?
well,
This is
guys, while
cute.
Zai is trying to find a place. Oh, perfect. Yeah. Oh no, maybe not. While Zai is trying to find a place
No, yeah, is this
to
okay?
find where she can. I could look.
No?
Maybe Zai might freeze, guys. But if we can hear her, that's the most important thing, right?
Do you hear me now?
So Zai, you have frozen, but if you speak, we might be able to hear you.
Okay, do you hear me now?
I can
No?
hear you, but I can't.
It's breaking or
Hmm.
what? Because I'm not talking. Not working. Damn.
Hey, you know what? This is technology. Yeah, it's one of those things that happen.
Do you hear me now? No.
We can't.
No
That's sort of yeah. You're
way.
still cutting out.
What do we
Yeah,
do?
man.
Zoom
Let's see.
call?
I've got a comment as well.
What's the comment?
I've got a comment saying you're cutting out. The
Oh,
best
shame
was
on
when you were
me.
standing up. Not that I want you to stand up
Like that?
for the whole duration.
Like that?
Oh, there. Oh, it was okay there.
Oh, bloody. Where is the bloody router? Is this okay?
I can't hear you at all now.
I'm not speaking. That's why. I don't know. Now, tell me. Hey, can you
I
hear
don't.
me
Yeah.
now?
Do you remember last time when we were speaking? Last time we were speaking, you were outside, weren't you?
What's the balcony? Yeah. So there's no light there. There's no way I can go
Would that
outside.
be better? You think?
Yeah?
Is it cold in Dubai?
It is a bit cold, but I don't have light outside. So what
Maybe,
about now?
maybe. You know, I know last time when we spoke, we
Now,
were on
no?
Zoom.
Ah, Zoom works on the StreamYard. This is my second time having problem with StreamYard. But yeah. Do you hear me now? No?
Sorry, guys, we're just trying to
Do you hear me at all?
rectify these technical issues. Zai's in the UAE and I'm in the UK, you know, so you're going to get a bit of
Wait,
this, a bit of that, and bada bing, and
do
bada
you
boom,
hear
and
do
bada
you
bing,
hear
and
me
bada boom.
now? No. You don't hear
You have
me?
frozen
Again.
a little bit,
Shame.
but it's.
Shame. What do we do?
No, I can't hear you.
Going back to my room. We should have tried this earlier, but yeah. Anyway, this happens.
We're gonna find this place, ladies and gentlemen, because I really want you to
Let me
Here's
try
I's
on my
story
laptop.
because her story is incredible.
Really not working. Damn, shame on us. Let me try
Yeah.
this.
I mean, look, it's
Wait,
great that we can get people from all over the world, but obviously with technology, sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't work. Zai
wait.
is now back to front,
Do you hear me now?
and
Suran?
yeah, you know what,
Suran,
Zai, we had so
can I
many.
borrow your phone? Can I use your phone? Can I use your phone? Your phone. Yeah. Let me
She's getting
try it
some
on
answer.
another phone. Give me a second.
Okay, cool. Do you want to come out of here and then come back again on the other phone with the same link?
Yes, yes. Let me try that now.
Okay, I'll let you try, and I'll speak away. Right, guys, I'm sorry. I had so many viewers, and it's gone down a bit. So bear with us. Zai is trying another. How do I say another device? So hopefully this device will work. But this is what happens, yeah, with technology sometimes, and it's great that we've got it, and it's great that we can communicate, and it's great that we can give a message of hope all over the world from people from all over the world. But sometimes, just sometimes, they have connection problems. The Wi-Fi is not 100%, so there are issues. So, just very briefly about Zai, she was nearly paralyzed. She was nearly paralyzed, and she came through that, and she does some wonderful work today. And she's a celebrity author, and she's from Singapore. She's at the moment in the UAE in Dubai, um, and it's so great to have her. And we're just waiting for her to come on. So she is on her way, and hopefully, fingers crossed, this new device that she's trying will be the one. Will be the one where we can continue this fantastic discussion. So let's see if she's in. Oh, it seems better.
Is it better
It seems
now?
a lot better. A lot
No
better.
freaking way. Is this
Yeah, man,
okay?
it's a lot better. I can see you. I
Yeah.
can hear you.
Okay. I'm just
Yeah,
gonna use this phone then. Perfect.
yeah. Oh, it's a lot better. Thank you. We
Alhamdulillah.
we had, you know what? We had so many people watching, and now we've just got one at the moment, which
No
is
worries.
crazy. No,
Sorry.
so that's fine.
So
That's fine. I mean, they'll be able to get it back on YouTube. You gone? Where are you? Oh, you're back. Hey, right. Let's start from the beginning. In fact, what before we start, I'm going to put a message. In fact, yeah. Why don't you carry on, Zai? You gone again? Hello.
freezing. Yeah. I
Hi.
just
Hi.
lost you and coming
Yeah.
back. Yeah.
Yeah. You're better now.
Right.
Yep. Yeah.
Okay.
Go on. Fire away. Tell us where you started. Tell us the whole
Okay.
story. Fire away, and I'm going to write a message.
Okay. So basically, I shared that I started with myself being an Amazon two times Amazon bestselling author. I've written two books titled "Turn Your Passion into Profits: 5 Things I Love About Being a Woman," and then I've moved on to be a motivational speaker, speaking around the world as a global keynote speaker. And then I run training programs. We've got coaching programs, mentoring program, working with women, youth, and then with parents because we believe resilient, confident parents raise confident, compassionate kids, and then moving on to the space of corporate trainings as well. But all this took me so many years to get to where I am today. So what I shared earlier was that many times in our life, um, we take things for granted, but um, we always feel like attitude of gratitude is something very important because no matter what happens in our life, especially so that to begin with, my life when I had an amazing mom. She's like the most, okay, all of us believe our mothers are superwoman, right? She was magical, wonderful, whatever woman, mashallah, alayha. I just lost her last year. May Allah grant her goodness, grant her Jannatul Firdaus, inshallah. Ameen. The most important thing is that when I was one, she had
my dad left, and then she had to single-handedly raise me and my five siblings. And when that happened, as a young child, I always listened to. I feel like it's a soap drama that I believed in my head, that because daddy left when I was one, I am responsible to take on that responsibility to be there for my mother. I think this is a problem for a lot of us out there, and that's why I'm sharing a very personal thing which I haven't shared on many platform before, maybe one or two, but this is special because of the works you do as well, Saf. So a lot of us take on that pain, that shame, that guilt, that unnecessary responsibility, because we feel like we need to make it up to our parents for the mistakes that the elders do. A lot of time we try to take on that superheroine role to be the bigger better guy, to like fend, and to actually it's a defense mechanism that we build upon ourselves. And that's when a lot of us goes into substance addiction. We try to play superhero, we get into gangs, we do this all this thing to prove ourselves, that to numb, actually we are numbing ourselves and trying to do something to prove that I am good enough, I am this, I am that, I am this. So I find that a lot of us, we say we are believers, we are trying very hard to live our life. Many people in this world are suffering the same thing. So I'm not, this is something we all need to talk about. We are suffering for the pain that we do not deserve. So we need to acknowledge and embrace that pain, turn it into power. We need to embrace it. I'm not saying numb it, because in psychology there's this thing called you flight, you run away, or you fight, you want to fight it, or you freeze. A lot of us, we numb our pain, numb and numb and numb. So, it's okay, it's nothing. No, it is something, because one day when you just burst, it just explode, and then people are like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Like, oops, yeah. Like, what is wrong with you? And then you're like,
Did
yeah,
you
what the
say
fuck
the
is
F
wrong
word,
with you?
Zai?
Sorry?
Did you say the F word?
I did. It came out. That is being true to myself.
But you know what? It's saying you're fight
Woo!
or flight, yeah? Yeah.
Sorry?
You
Sorry?
said fight or flight, yeah?
Yeah,
You
fight,
said
flight,
fight or flight, didn't you?
and we freeze. Yeah. So we need to acknowledge this, embrace it instead of throwing it away. And one of the very good things I do a lot of cleansing karma meditation, karma cleansing meditation, which teaches us to, I release myself and I forgive myself. Because as I said, if you can't help yourself, you cannot help the world. We need to release ourselves, forgive ourselves, and then we can release others and forgive others. This is how I got to where I am. Still working on it, not perfect, but we are only human and we try our best. So that's a bit about childhood. But I had a very fun teenage life. I was chasing boy bands, listen to music. Music was my therapy. Still love lots of music. Like, yeah, right? Then went to school, completed my diploma. I was a makeup artist in school, did business management. Then doing makeup at these days, I used to be a model and I used to do henna art a lot. Doing henna art, and then I met a friend. She's like, "Oh, why don't you take this henna art to Japan?" So when I was 20, I went to Japan. It was supposed to be a 2 weeks stay. Ended up staying there for 6 months because I'm doing henna art for the Japanese, and then they wanted to learn it, and I was teaching the Japanese henna art in the Japanese language because they refused to speak English. I said, "Okay, I learn your language." So I spoke Japanese. I was interviewed by the magazine, TV, radio,
You
Tokyo
can,
FM,
you can
all these
speak
fun.
Japanese?
Yes, I forgot
You
right
can
now,
speak
but I know
Japanese?
if I go back 3 weeks, like we'll come back. Yeah. So yeah.
I can,
So then,
I know a Japanese nursery rhyme, Zai.
sorry,
I know a Japanese nursery rhyme. I
what's
know a
that?
Japanese
What's
nursery
that?
rhyme. Zo-san, zo-san, o hana ga nagai no ne, so yo kasa mo nagai no yo.
Bravo, Alex. Arigatou gozaimasu. Anyways,
Uh,
so
let,
after
yeah.
so after Japan, I decided to go back to Singapore, and then we were interviewed again. Like me and my friend, like two Singaporean, we became celebrity henna artists. We were interviewed by all the magazines, radio, TV, blah, blah, blah. And then they were like, okay, then we had bookings, henna art booking. Actually, my idea was to go back, find fundings to go back to Japan to set up a henna school because I love Japan. Their adab and their akhlaq is like amazing. So I love Japan, fell in love with Japan, but I had to
Mm.
go back, and then we had like 2 years booking for henna, for corporate events, blah blah blah. We had henna, it grew into body art, nail art, hair braiding, we had like 20, 30 services for corporate events. So see, from one idea, because I took the first step first, it grew into something so big. It became a business. I was making money, traveling the world, had friends, party, everything was so fun. And then 15 years ago, I met with an accident. I remember I was on the way home in a taxi, and I was so hungry. I called my mom, say, "Mommy, I'm very hungry. Please put food on the table." Super bad hunger. And then and then she said, "Okay," and I hung up. I was 8 minutes away from home. I never made it my way home. 3 weeks in hospital. Fractured, dislocated my spine. Went through an operation. Doctor said even after the operation, 95% of the chance you will never be able to walk anymore. And then I went through the operation. I was bedridden. See?
This is in the taxi. The taxi
Yeah,
had an
yeah.
accident.
The private driver fell asleep, hit the back of an army trailer, and thank God I didn't get flown out of the cab. If not, I would have died. Yeah, 15 years
Did
ago.
he survive? Did the driver
He
survive?
survived. He just had a little cut. I was the one who had like very bad injury. Strange. And I
Wow.
was wearing the belt. If I wasn't wearing the belt, I would have got thrown out of the cab and I would have been khalas. We don't meet stuff. Anyways, then had to learn how to walk again. And after a year, the year into the accident, I said, "What is this life? Before accident is the same emotional turmoil, drama, and people. After accident, before accident, the same. After accident, I said something need to change. I kept questioning God. I said, God, what is this? Why didn't I die in the accident? Who am I? What's my purpose? All these magical questions. And then at that time I was inspired to wear the hijab. I mean, we were born Muslim, not practicing. Slowly, I was like very drawn to looking for God. I felt like God pulled me back by the collar to run back to Him. Like I had to run back to God. It was so sweet. And it started with the hijab, then going to a convert center to like learn Islam again, because me and my sisters were like, if we go to the masjid, we're gonna fight with the ustaz and ustazas. Like, no, let's not do that. Let's just zero our bloody cup. So that's one lesson, guys. Zero your cup. When you want to learn something, like now I'm an author, I'm a speaker, I'm a whatever that I am. When I go to events, I zero my cup. I don't even sometimes I don't bring my name card. I say I'm nothing. I'm going there to learn. Today is my day to learn. I go there to learn. When I go somewhere, because I'm a speaker, I am the speaker. So you need to
Mm,
play your role very well. Because the
mm,
moment we say, yeah, I know, it means we don't know anything. We
mm.
will not learn. We will not see the hikmah, the wisdom of things at all. So anyways, went to convert center, started learning. Alhamdulillah, slowly, started praying. And then what happened after that? I was inspired to wear the hijab. And that's when I started my hijab business. This was about 12, 13 years ago. Because then there wasn't hijab. There was no hijab fashion. And then we were like pioneers, we started this online, made loads of money, alhamdulillah, 3, 4 years. And then after 5 years, I got bored. I said, Halas, I want to learn Arabic. Because I was reading the Quran, I was praying, we read the Quran, but we don't understand it, right? So I said, Halas, I wanted to run away from my country because I was sick and tired of the drama and all the same bullshit. So I said, Halas, I need to leave. I said, Mommy, every Bismillah that I read, every huruf that I read, you get the ajr, you get the reward, so let me go. So I bought my flight ticket, flew to Jordan. That was another story. Time. Actually, I know the school, the dean of the school in Jordan came to Singapore once. I remember this guy and I remember the ustaz. So I contacted the ustaz. I said, there was one dean of this school in Jordan who does Arabic class or college or something. He said, yeah, I know him. I said, I want to go to Jordan. I want to learn. I want to go to his school. So he arranged. I don't know my school. I don't know where I would stay. Nothing. I just bought a flight ticket. Went. They pick me up, put me in some hostel. I'm like, halas, the home of my akhirat is going to be better than this. So it doesn't matter where I stay. I started my life. And then that 2 years, I was in Jordan, Morocco, and then Yemen. Was the best time of my life. Learned Arabic. I learned how simple and strategic Islam is. Why did Islam become Islam? I don't get it. But yeah, we can do another stream. Yeah, we can do another interview on that one. So then hijab business. Then I came back to Singapore before I left Yemen. Actually, so 2 years, right, of running away from home. This is what we do, right? We always escape, escape, escape. We use any form of anything to escape. Before I left Yemen, I remember asking God, God, I left for so long. Now, what do you want me to do when I go back? And I still haven't found my answer why I left my country. For one of the days in that last week, I received a beautiful lesson. It was serving God is in serving His creation.
Wow. Wow.
That was it.
Serving,
That I
serving
remember
God,
serving.
serving God is serving His creation.
Serving God is in serving His creation. I remember when I was in Yemen, I like, okay, I want to pray at this time. I want to read my Quran. I had my routine and stuff. That morning when I woke up, I felt that. I said, Khalas, today I'm not going to touch anything. I'm going to just pray 5 times prayer and I'm going to go straight to the kitchen and do duties. So I didn't allow anyone to do whatever they used to do because before I'm like, I'll pay this khala to do my laundry, I'll pay this fella to do whatever. But that day I said, khalas, I'm serving the people. And then I realized, oh, this is the sweetness of worship. So then after I left Yemen, I was like, okay, God, now you already taught me this mantra. What do I do next? What's next? And then I realized I came back, loads of people on my Facebook were like, Zai, how do you travel so much? How do you pick yourself up after an accident? How do you start the business? And blah, 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 blah. That's when I said, Halas, I need to do something. Because, when something keep coming to you, it means a sign. You need to do something about it. So then when I realized that, but the best, I think the tenth day was a lady on my Facebook wrote to me. She says, I want to speak to you. I'm like, okay, sure, I'll call you. I called her and we spoke. In a 10 minutes, she went, thanks for talking to me. I was just thinking of committing suicide and I feel better right now. So when that came, of course I was like, oh, chill, sister. Like, if there's anything, let me know. I can for you. I'm here for you. I hung up, but I remember asking God, God, now there's one person who came forward. There's many more out there. What do I do? That's why I said maybe money is the problem. So I wrote the book, Turn Your Passion into Profit. And then, of course, people started reading it. First 100 copies sold in 6 weeks without media, nothing, just on my Facebook. And as I was writing it, the best part was, there's this voice, who is going to read my book? Who's going to read this? Who cares, right? But the moment 100 copies in 6 weeks, mashallah. So then people started reading and then they started calling me and they're like, Zai, what do we do next? This is so moving and they were crying. I'm like, oh God, why do people call me and cry? Like, what do I do next? I don't know. I didn't have a plan. But then I realized, okay, maybe I can do a step up workshop. And then that's how the mentoring happened, the training happened, the coaching happened. Things just snowball. Taking the first step first
When did
and
you? So
taking
when did you write the book? How long ago was that?
the first one was, where's my book? I actually took it out to show you what. Oh, here you go. This is my first book. Can you see it? Yeah. Turn Your
Yes, but
Passion.
turn your passion into profit. Wow.
Yeah, and
How,
the first one,
how can I turn my passion into my profit?
I will teach you soon. Let's have a chat. And then this is the second one. 5 things I love about being a woman. Yeah, anyways, so when I wrote the first one, I thought money was the problem. People will solve their problem and everything. They called me and they needed help. So then I said, okay, then maybe I will create a program, workshop, whatever. But 2 years into the game, I realized money is not the solution. And money was never the problem. It's about, so I wrote 5 things I love about being a woman. Beauty, the 5 B's are beauty, brain, brawn, belief, and blessed. So when we talk about beauty, for example, we are also focused on the beauty of form. But nobody speaks about the beauty of substance. The most
Love it.
important thing. Everyone's like, oh, look at her eyeliner. Oh, look at her lipstick color. Oh, look at her dress. And that's why right now I'm moving into the space of hijab modeling because everyone's so focused on form, they don't care about substance. So then I need to be the model, role model, if that works, whatever it takes.
Yeah, I love that. I love that, Zai. I love it.
Alhamdulillah, I
One
just
day,
talk about
one day. Alhamdulillah, Zai. Alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah, alhamdulillah, alhamdulillah. So yeah, so That's the thing, you see, when your niyat is one and you want to reach out to people, Allah will make it so easy for you. But a note of advice to all of you, whether you're Muslim or whatever, if you're alive, right? The most important thing is for you to take care of yourself first. A lot of times we say, oh, I don't care about myself, I care about people, putting people in the front and everything. But if you're not kind to yourself, you're actually lying to yourself. The thing we all need to stop doing is stop lying to our damn self. Victim. Still learning, still working on it. Because life is like an onion. Life, learning, healing is like an onion. The moment you thought, oh, I already peeled this layer, and then there's still the onion is still there. And then you thought,
Yeah.
oh, I already made peace with my father, like I don't care, like he's done, like okay, I prayed with him, it's fine. After he died, oh yeah, I still peeling the layer. Oh, after my mom died, I peeled the layer. I put down their wedding photo and I'm like, why did she even marry this man? And then I'm peeling the layer, I'm still learning, and after that, when I made peace, I was given an opportunity to run a program for parents, which I never even dreamt I would do. I knew I wanted to like say something to parents all my life, to all the parents in the world, like stop being stupid adults. But yeah, but the thing is, as I was working on healing, I had the opportunity to. You see, every pain you can turn it into power. I got an opportunity to run a 21 session nationwide for Singapore Indian Parents Association. I'm like, Indian parents, me calling the Indian parent, being a single, not a parent, no child. And if there's one thing I can do and ever do is this thing: resilient, confident parents raise confident, compassionate kids. The best program I've ever run.
Say that.
Second,
Say that again. Say that again. Say the
re-
program.
resilient. Hang on a second, I'm close the door. Resilient, confident parents raise confident, compassionate kids.
Resilient, confident parents raise confident, compassionate
Confident,
kids.
compassionate kids. Actually, this Saturday, I am going to run a webinar on this, a preview, and then we're going to do a workshop in early Jan. Because, Alhamdulillah, like I said, there's one thing I have to do, and now that I'm restarting it again, this is my first thing that someone says, like, let's collab and do this. How not to be an abusive parent. I'm like, bravo, I have all the program, I have all the course content, outline, whatever, let's do this. So, we're running it this Saturday, inshallah.
Yeah. What time? Can I?
I'll send you the link. Yeah, please. I want you to I would love for you to join the
Yeah,
program. Yeah,
Saturday,
this is the rest of
Saturday,
the
Saturday
webinar.
the 19th, guys. Saturday the
Yeah,
19th of
Saturday
November. What's
19, 7 p.m. Dubai time should be 4 hours earlier for you. So 3 p.m.
3 p.m.? Yeah,
Yeah,
3 p.m.
I'll send you the link. I'll send you the link.
Send me
Or
the
just
link.
follow me on Time Mystique and then you guys will have the link. I'll put it up on my social media,
Is it
Instagram.
is it a free event? Is it a
It's
free
a free
event?
event. It's a free webinar. Yeah, it's a free webinar. Like,
Come
yeah,
on, guys.
let's listen to
It's
all the
free.
world.
No
It's
excuses. It's free.
complimentary. Yeah, yalla, join us.
I have a
And
comment. I have 3 comments here. First
sure.
comment, 5 hearts. Second comment, another 5 hearts. Third comment, 1 heart, and it's from my niece. Her
Ah,
name is
beautiful.
her name is Nazia, or I call her Nazi B. Big shout, and she's put so inspiring. So thank you.
Beautiful. Alhamdulillah. Yeah, any
Alhamdulillah.
questions, just ask, guys.
Yeah,
So,
exactly.
yeah, where were we? The book, the second book about being kind to yourself. And then, yeah, after that, I've been doing my stuff. And another beautiful thing I would like to share, and now it's beautiful. It was very painful. 3 years ago, when my mom was, so I was doing my business, make money, we're traveling the world again, doing the speaking and stuff. 3 years ago, when my mom was diagnosed cancer, took me 6 months to digest it. I was like, huh? You mean I'm going to lose my mom? Are you kidding me? 6 months. Can you imagine? With it, after that 6 months, I said, you know what? Forget about Zion Mystique. Forget about serving the world. I don't care about anyone. Like, everyone can just chill. I just want to focus on my mom. So then I asked my mom, Mom, if you have 6 months left to live, what do you want to do? She's so cool. She said, I like to eat, I like to sleep. I said, do you want to travel? She's like 78 at that time. She passed on when she was 80. I like to eat, I like to sleep. What else, mommy? You want to travel? She said, okay, if you have money. I said, don't worry about money. Do you want to travel? She said, yeah, okay, I like to travel. Okay, perfect. And my dream, my focus was only one thing. I dropped everything, guys. So prioritize is so important. Priority. I said, drop everything. I said, my goal is one thing. I want my mom to be happy, pain free, and comfortable. So I whatever I could do, I took her to a spa trip, getaway to Batam, Indonesia, nearby to Singapore. Maldives was way before that. On her way with her wheelchair, guys, like single-handedly with my 8 screws, 2 metal rods on my spine. My brothers are like, "Are you crazy?" I'm like, "Okay, I bought travel insurance. You're sorted," you know. But the thing was, I spent a maximum time, did whatever I could, send her to all my alternative healing, whatever in Malaysia, Indonesia, what have you not, and I have no regrets today. I miss her dearly. But I know on her funeral, I said this is a celebration of a life well lived. That's all I could say. But of course, the pain that when I digested that, oh my god, I'm gonna lose my mom. That every millisecond, you just die and you die. I just wanted to die actually. I said, why don't I just die? Isn't it easier, God? I even said it. I pray. I remember one Ramadan during that 2 years. I said, Ya Rab, she have children, she has house, she have everything. Let her live. Let me die. Crazy, right? I was bargaining with God. Who am I? But I tried. But so beautifully, 2 days later, I opened the Quran. Allah says, Ana uhyi wa ana umit. I'm the one who give life and I'm the one who causes death. Literally, God was telling me on my face, who the hell are you? Then I'm like, okay, got it. So done. Of course, I was so sad, but I was like, okay, got it. I surrender. I'm sorry, and I take back everything I said. I'm not ready to die anyway. She's Ahlul Jannah. Who am I? Like, halas. So, grief is another whole topic altogether. But for those of you grieving, lost someone, lost something, not just through death, through breakup, through whatever, nothing is forever. I actually drew this thing called a true love model. True love in Arabic is hope and hug. And I don't know, it came up and it's like the most beautiful thing I ever learned. And it was also beautiful. I received this lesson 3 months ago when I was in Ireland. It is Allah's role is alive and permanently present. That breath that we are taking in and out, surrounding within and without, within us and outside, is alive and permanently present. I want all of you to try this with me. Come, let's do this. Put this triangle. Put this hands together. Breathe in and out. And every time when you want to focus on that breathing, just realize the aliveness of the spirit that is permanently present. It's APP. Aliveness of the spirit that is permanently present. Allah ya Hayyu ya Baqi wa ya Qayyum. He is alive, he is permanent, and he is present. And that is all that truly matters.
And is that what gets you through everything? Saying
Almost.
that?
But I always overthink. I always overthink. Oh ho ho. Like you start thinking like, oh my god, what if and the what not and the. It's all unnecessary actually. But we're human, right? God gave us akal to think. So we use our brain, but we overuse it, overthink because we think we are God. We want to play God and we want to play hero and then we forget and then we fail and we falter, then we remember, oh, he is alive and he is permanently present. So Allah Gabari, he arranges, he manages, he protects. We do our best and we let God do the rest. What can we do? We
So
try.
it seems like religion and faith and belief in God is a big part of your life today.
Yep, inshallah, we try tying the rope of hope on God, working on healing, but all the time we fail, we falter, we miss Fajr, we we are human. We fail, we falter, but work on healing. Be true to yourself. Try to fear Allah. Try to follow the books. Try to follow the Sunnah. Be around Kuna ma'as sadiqin. Be among truthful people. Don't let people steal your sanity, your peace. Sometimes you don't need to be around Muslims to remember you're Muslim. I have my Catholic friends, my Christian friends. When we sit down and talk about Mother Mary, we both start crying like mad. And I feel more inclined to my spirituality and God when I'm around my non-Muslim friends, fortunately or unfortunately. I've got my Hindu friends on my Facebook. So I love it when you share, I share Asma Husna stuff, divine energy and stuff. They're like, where can I read the Quran? Which app do I use? Hindu friends. I've got my Christian Catholic friends. Hey Zah, how do you balance work and spirituality? Like share with us. Allah ya Nur ya Hadi ya Haq. It's His light that guide us to His truth. We try our best and inshallah Allah will do the rest. We try, but kun ma'asadikin, being among truthful people, not just in speech, in heart and action and speech, is very rare, but it's not impossible. Yeah, we try.
That's so endearing. What I want to ask you is, you do a lot of speaking now. Yeah, you try and give a message. Where can people find you? I know at the moment a lot of things are virtual, but where can people find you and find out more about you so they can see you? And maybe, obviously, we got a webinar this Saturday.
Yeah.
Do you have a website they can look at you on?
I have a website, zymystic.com. Step Up Journey is coming up. But for now, guys, Zymystic on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, LinkedIn. Reach out. I take care of my own social media. Like I reply and I take care of stuff because I like to post my own stuff. So there you go.
I'm just
Catch me.
putting it on the chat, guys,
Catch
so you
me.
can.
Yeah, disconnect, and we are not alone. Even today, like I was interviewed by this young 17-year-old for his school project about entrepreneurs. At the end, I told her, you know what, girl, you're 17, you have such beautiful adab and akhlaq, you're so shy. You don't need to be shy because Allah's roh is inside you. He is Qawi, He is the strong one. He is almighty, He is powerful, He is love, and He is gentle. Remember that because sometimes we allow all this, you know, how our culture tell us, oh, you cannot do that, you cannot say this, people will say that, people will say this. Mm-mm. Let
Right.
people talk. Until the day you go in your grave, people will still talk. After you die, people will still talk. So you have a choice to decide if you want to let that roll in your head or you want to roll in life and do your best and let God do the rest. Now,
You're just such an incredible person. I got another message, and she says some really lovely quote said, "We'll be sure to give you a follow." So you got, slowly but surely you're getting a following, and it's because of what you represent, Zai. What you represent is something authentic, something
Alhamdulillah.
real. You're real,
Alhamdulillah.
and you've come through some adversity in your life.
Uh-huh.
And this is why we do this show. It's called Inspirational People, Inspirational Stories, and you certainly are a massive, massive, massive inspiration. If you take a photograph of me, eh?
I'm doing a Facebook Live of you, yo. Go ahead. Talk. Yes.
So inspirational people, inspirational stories. Zai Mystique is in the house, and she is an inspiration to so many people, and that's why we have people like Zai on the show. When I first met you through Bex, big up to Bex. Thank you very much for introducing us. I want to say that again because we had technical difficulties in the beginning. You have been through adversity. They said you wouldn't walk again.
Yes.
They said you'll be paralyzed, and look at you
Yeah.
now. Look at you now.
Traveling the world the last
Traveling the
11
world.
months.
Standing up. They said you couldn't walk. You're traveling. You're standing, and you're projecting your message to as many people as possible. Beautiful.
Alhamdulillah, I try.
Alhamdulillah. And with your faith and your belief, it's just you're going to greater and greater heights daily. If there's a last thing you want to say to leave with our viewers, what would you say? What would you say?
One thing I want to say is that I said a lot already, but like I said, don't let those voices from the past. It could be the simplest thing, like our mom saying, "Why are you so slow?" or "Why are you so stupid?" or something like that. Ask yourself again, are you really that slow and that stupid? Be true to yourself. Stop lying to ourselves, people. We need to stop doing that. We need to work on generational healing. That vicious cycle of generational curse need to come to an end. You and me, damage done, it's okay. But we are working on healing. That's why we are being the game changer. We're trying our best to heal. At least we have no regrets on our deathbed. But I think we need to start ending that generational trauma, that vicious cycle of generational curse need to turn into generational healing. And we have nice, sweet, young people coming up as leaders because we are at the end of time. There is no more time. Akhir zaman. Akhir zaman, people. Akhir zaman. And it's tough. It's very tough times. It's so hard. I think there's a hadith that says to hang on to the iman is like hanging on to the coal, something like that. And it's true. It's really tough times. So stay true to yourself. Step up beyond truth. Be truthful to yourself. Try to be truthful and be among people who can support you. And if no one supports you, it's okay because Allah ma'ana. Allah is with us, inshallah. We try. And you never know. You never know who you're impacting. Like we're doing one video like that. You just never know. I was in UK once, 4 years ago, speaking in London for a women conference. One lady drove all the way from Manchester, 4 hours drive. She says at the end she came to me and she said, Miss Zai, thanks for coming here. I watched your video once on my YouTube. Maybe I had like 20 followers then. And she said, I watched your video and you saved my marriage. In my heart, I'm like, which video was that? I didn't ask her, but I'm like, wow, I'm glad. And she thanked me for that. So you never know, Saf. Whatever you're doing is so amazing. We may be helping a young person. We are helping ourselves for sure. As you did the intro for me, I'm like, whoa, did I do all of that? Really, like, whoa, this is renewed, recharged person. So whatever we do, we are actually helping ourselves more than anything. Remember that. And be true to yourself. No, be true to yourself. Inshallah. And make money, make money. If you have no money, you cannot. You struggle, you become needy, clingy, and that's when all that I need to take advantage of people. I need to do this. I need to do. When you're struggling, it's so hard to do good. So you need to be financially stable at least, guys. So let's be practical, Ummah. We need to be very practical. We need to have money, find ways. There's ways. People ask me how you travel so much. I don't go shopping. I don't like shopping. When I go to the mall, I get sick. I'm tired. You ask me to sit in a cafe, okay. I spend money on coffee and cheesecake a lot. Cheesecake, coffee, thank God. Coffee. Majnoona coffee. But I don't spend money on clothes. I do. I just bought a few stuff because I felt like it. Because not that I cannot afford it, but I don't want to. I don't need to. How many shawls do I need? How many dresses do I need? How many shoes do I need? Why? Because I feel ashamed. And if I have to, I just wear the shawl for the next month. I don't care what people think.
You're so real and you're so genuine. And I think the moral is that don't let the past define you. That's what you're saying.
Don't let the past define you. Nah.
Define you and there is a way out and there is a way forward, and you have shown that. Could you show your books again for people to read? What the you got your books there, guys? Get these books because they're truly inspirational. That one is Turn Your
Passion into Profits. These are the
I'm definitely buying that one.
We've got them on Amazon, Australia, US, UK. You can send me the link. I have the physical copies. Actually, my first Turn Passion Profits completely sold out. We're working on version 3.0, have a new cover. We're gonna reach. My intention is 1 million copies out to the world because people need to have financial stability. So then the dream is to eradicate poverty of pockets and alleviate poverty of mindset, because when you're struggling, it's so hard to do good. How do you do good when you are struggling? You're not being true to yourself.
You got to put the gas mask on your own face first before you help other people, and that's so beautiful.
Well, that mask,
I'll speak.
But remove that mask, that fake mask. Wear that mask to save your gut yourself, but remove that mask, that layers of mask, get that out of your face.
Beautiful. Thank you, Zara. I'm gonna put you in the waiting.
Yeah.
I'll speak to you in a minute. Give me 1 second. I'll be back. Thank you.
All right.
Wow, that was Zai, and what an incredible woman, and what an incredible message that she's giving on the brinks of being paralyzed, and she's now a stand up young lady who's sharing her message to everyone around the world through her talks, through her books, through her platforms. Guys, check her out, Zai Mystique. She's a celebrity author. She's an Amazon award-winning author twice. She came from the brink of being paralyzed. She now shares her message of hope, shares her message of light at the end of the tunnel. Her belief and her faith in God has helped her to where she is today. Zai Mystique, what a wonderful lady. That's enough for another week of a fantastic show of inspirational people, inspirational stories. Don't forget to see me again, as always, every Saturday morning and every Sunday morning, channel 191, Sky TV, Feel Good Factor TV, Men's Talk. We start from 7 to 11. I'm on at 10 a.m. Please, please, please come and watch me. We've got a great topic this week. Also, next Tuesday, Universal Recovery on Facebook and YouTube at 6 p.m. UK time, where myself and Serenity Sam, this is Serenity Saf, we talk about addiction and recovery, and we have a bit of fun with it. It's great, guys. Stay in touch. My name is Saf Buxy. If you want to get more about me, www.safbuxy.com. Bless up. Till next week. Peace.